అలాగే డాక్టర్ అనంత్ పద్మనాభన్ వైస్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ అండ్ శ్రీనిధి యూనివర్సిటీ గారిని మాట్లాడాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. అనంత్ గారు.
Honorable Minister of IT and Electronics and Communications, D. Sridhar Babu Garu, Telangana Council for Higher Education Chairperson Dr. Balakishna Reddy Garu, all the dignitaries along with me on this dais. Wish you all a warm welcome, first of all. I am very happy that in the state of Telangana, something like this has been going on for more than 2 decades. I think that proves and stands testament to how the state of Telangana has been asserting a very strong leadership position, not only in information technology or in setting up the Genome Valley, but also in higher education. The very fact that there are so many stalls of various state private universities, affiliated colleges and other institutions here stands testimony to that. I think therefore the students in the city of Hyderabad as well as the state of Telangana need not worry about access to high quality higher education as far as they are concerned, whatever be the discipline. Of course, one question that keeps coming up whenever I address students and parents is, in the age of artificial intelligence, what are the new jobs going to look like? How is higher education going to equip my child? And today I just want to take a few minutes to respond to that query, because I know that there are many students and parents here as well. I think instead of asking where the jobs of the future are going to be, the real question to ask is, what is it that you want your higher education experience to look like? What is it that you want it to give you? And I think there are 6 points that I want to make in that regard, and I will stop making those 6 points and briefly introduce my university as well. The first is that today we are no longer in a world where you can just say that because I'm an engineer, I will code for a particular solution and that is the end of it. Coding skills are important, but you need to go far more than that. And I would say that the essence of that is to be a large-scale systems thinker. So be it an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, any profession that you come from, you need to also have a strong large-scale systems thinking. You need to know how that system works and how to provide solutions to make that system better. That's, I think, important across the board. The second thing I would say is to be very opportunity-driven, because opportunities are there. It's just that we are sometimes, failing to see that because of the way that we follow the textbook learning methods. That is great. What is there in your curriculum is useful, but no institution can do more than plus or minus 10% when it comes to your standard curriculum learning. The real question is the institution equipping you to be more opportunity driven, training you to think like an entrepreneur, like a design thinker, etc., in the way that you are approaching problems and finding solutions to those problems. The third element, of course, be it whatever profession you choose, you need to be technically rigorous. You cannot be a good doctor or a good surgeon without knowing what it means to, perform that surgery. That is a very important element, whatever profession you take, and that is not going anywhere. But today, in the age of AI, what you need to augment that technical rigor with is the fourth thing, which is human centricity. Today, when we are talking about artificial intelligence, one of the biggest concerns is the security implications, the ethical implications of what we are doing as human beings, and therefore being human-centric in the way that you design products, the way that you make it more inclusive, all of that is very, very important. And the fifth one is to be adaptive. While you are doing all of this, you need to also, as students particularly, bear in mind that the world is changing so rapidly. What I learned 10 years or 15 years back as a lawyer, today all that research, legal research, is completely out of the window, because artificial intelligence is able to do that very quickly. So the only way you can keep reinventing yourself is to have an adaptive thinking. By that, what I mean is to be a design thinker, to be a problem solver in the way that you approach your own discipline and what is happening in your discipline. And finally, of course, leadership. That is the quality that no curriculum, no textbook can teach you. But unless you have that leadership quality, you go into an organization, you say, look, this is my problem and I'm going to take full ownership of that. Whether you're a doctor or any profession that you belong to, I think that is going to be very significant. So when you choose a higher educational institution, choose wisely. look at whether all of these are provided in different ways through your educational experience, because it is not just the curriculum or the faculty, it is also the full experience of that 4 years or 5 years that you spend in that institution. So please look out for that. As far as we are concerned, we are a young university relatively. We are part of a bigger legacy called the Srinidhi Institute of Science and Technology, part of the Srinidhi Educational Group. We started our journey as a state private university in 2024. Presently, we have a School of Engineering which is focused heavily on computer science with sub-specializations. We have our stall here and you can look into it. But it's, I would say, very experimental as a university. One of the things that we are doing in order to make our students become more systemic in their thinking, to become more human-centric, is introducing liberal education core into the engineering curriculum. So instead of just teaching them coding and so on, here we have a university where we are teaching engineers psychology. We are teaching them critical thinking through a regular course meant to do that. We are teaching them some bit of law, policy and governance of emerging technologies, so that those who choose to pursue areas like cyber security understand also the legal and policy implications. So there's a lot of innovative work going on. This year we launched our School of Business as well with BBA programs. Next year hopefully we'll expand to law and other disciplines. So that is us. Please do check out our stall and you'll get to know more. I'm thankful to this opportunity that was provided by TV9 because of the excellent work that you're doing to bring all of us together. Grateful again and happy to stay back here to address queries from students and parents if required. Thank you very much.